Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV on this fine bank holiday Monday. Hope everyone is all well out there in the world and enjoying their sort of weekend. West Ham United will ruin the weekend, but it is what it is. We have 7 days to go to the transfer window shuts, and we've been linked with players, possible departures, and much more. Before I get started on this video though, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit notification bell. If you want to become a member of the channel and support the channel, by all means, check out the membership perks in the join. We have got 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 7 days to change our fortunes and change this season around. We have been linked with a player from Spurs, and Spurs have been linked with one of our players. I don't know how to feel about this. Bissouma has been linked with West Ham. He's been consistently linked over the sort of transfer window. £18 million, I think it is, that Spurs want for him. Obviously, Thomas Frank is in there. He's rejuvenated the Spurs sort of camp. So they want to get rid, and he's going to be sort of the make weight for that. Obviously, the links to Graham Potter are there for all to see. Obviously, he worked with him at Brighton, and West Ham need a central midfielder. Is Bissouma the player that West Ham desperately need in the middle of the park? I'm not convinced. I'm not. West Ham need young, fit, fresh energy, and I just don't see that with Bissouma. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not. I think he's a half decent player. In fact, he's better than some of the players that we've currently got in our midfield. But nevertheless, I still think this one is a bit raw with me. West Ham don't deal with Spurs, and then all of a sudden now we're best buddies by sort of exchanging players. Now there is a flip side to this, and the flip side to it is that Lucas Paqueta has been linked with Spurs, and I can't get on board with selling Lucas Paqueta to Spurs on this one. Yeah, I thought Mohamed Kudus was bad. This one will literally send me over the edge, right, if we sell Lucas Paqueta. Now, Lucas is a bit of a tricky one, really, because I speak to a lot of people, and I asked the question, if £50 million was up on offer right now, would you take it for him? He hasn't really been performing. I think he wants a fresh start somewhere else. And if a Champions League club comes in and says, right, we're going to pay £50 million for Lucas Paqueta, are we man enough to say no? Obviously, we paid about 58 million, I think it was, for him from Lyon many years ago. So to sell him for 50 would be, well, it'd be pretty good business, if I'm being honest. Like, especially the way he's been performing, the way he's been playing, and everything that he's gone through. I don't want to sell Lucas Paqueta. I really don't. I think he's a key member to this side. I think if we're going to get out of this situation, we need the best players possible, and we need to have quality in and around the side. Like, we haven't got no quality at all other than Jared Bowen and probably Lucas Paqueta to a point. The rest of them are sort of below average or bang average at best. So, I don't want to sell him. Let me know what you think, if you believe that selling him is the right option right now, or is it not selling him to Spurs? Because that's the thing that irritates me. If Spurs are just sitting there waiting, they've had bids sort of and targets go past this year in regards of like Morgan Gibbs-White and Eze. It wouldn't surprise me if they come in with a late bid to try and get him out of there, right? And I'm a bit sceptical, especially when it comes to our owners, because if our owners look at it and think £50 million, we can go and sign 2 players with that, they might sort of buckle under the pressure and let it go. And I think that's just not right, if I'm being honest. It really ain't. There has been a sort of a mention of like a fee for Lucas Paqueta and a part exchange with sort of with Bissouma. I'm not really buying this one. Do you know what I'm saying? It feels like to me that we're going after players that Potter just knows, right? And it hopes and trusts. So that's a bit of a problem also. Moving on to Guido Rodriguez. Now, apparently he was linked with Espanyol, and that's sort of gone by the wayside. He looks like he could be going back to Real Betis on a free transfer. Like, if he goes back on a free transfer, and this is only a rumour that I've seen on social media, yeah, I'm going to go absolutely mental. Because if you could have got rid of him on a free transfer now, what was stopping you getting rid of him 2 months ago on a free transfer and then sorting out about bringing players in? This feels to my, like to me, it's a failed attempt to try and sell him because no one's going to pay the money for him. So instead, we have to let him go on a free transfer now. Guido Rodriguez has been a player that's come in, done hardly anything of any good, and it's just been a mess, really. Like he was a free transfer for a reason. When we signed him, he's going to go as a free transfer more than likely when we get rid of him. It is what it is on that. Now, also Andy Irving, Wrexham coming in. Wrexham, the big spenders have come in. They've put a bid in. It's been accepted. He's mucking about wage demands and things like that. I'm hoping this don't drag on. Yeah, another one who's come in, not done a lot. Really, he's had one good performance from what I remember, and he loves to score in friendlies. Other than that, he doesn't really do a lot. West Ham need to make space in the camp to bring new players in. I'm not seeing many links, and this is quite frightening, really, that we're not really seeing many links. I'm seeing links to Raheem Sterling. West Ham can sign Raheem Sterling for £20 million, apparently, which, no, not for me, right? Especially someone who's got no sell-on value at all. Now, I've got a feeling, yeah, there's going to be some sort of marquee signing coming in the door, right? And I said this last night on the space, that I know this only like the back of my hand. There's no way he's going to leave this window without dropping a player in there that makes the fan base sort of look at the player and then forget about what's happened. Is it Harvey Elliott? Is it, I'm seeing like Højlund being mentioned. There was another player that's been mentioned and all from Chelsea. I think it was Jackson. Like there's players that have been mentioned, right? And unless West Ham come out and surprise us all, right, and literally drop the biggest sort of like prank ever, and drop 100 million in the next week, I just don't see it. I just don't see it, and that's quite frightening for me. That really is. We're in desperate need of players, and we're not really acting as a big club. We're not going out and getting bids in and getting bids done. Will Fernandez get done? I don't think so. I think West Ham will go to about 35, 36 million. They say no. West Ham will say, all right, fair enough, we'll move on. But the longer the window goes on and the less people that come in for Fernandez, it also goes in our favour because if the player wants to leave and the bid's there, Southampton might say, well, 36 mil in the hand's better than nothing and an unhappy player. So it's going to remain to be seen. But let me know what you think about Bissouma. Let me know if you think he would be a good signing for West Ham. Also, let me know about Lucas Paqueta because I'm hearing mixed reports from people. Yeah, some people are saying, "Yep, get rid of him." Yeah, it's the right time. Get rid of him and make sure that we have players lined up. Like if you got rid of him and you brought someone in like a Harvey Elliott and some other young up and coming fresh players, people will probably accept it to a point. So I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence with this one. I don't want to see Lucas Paqueta go. I certainly don't want him to see him go to Spurs. And I just feel as if we are going down a really dark road, right? And this week, this 7 days is going to be chaos, right? Beyond belief. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. Have a good bank holiday Monday, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. West Ham, sign some players. We need them. Peace.